This is the one episode rule, and I'm your number one sleepy boy.
Fuck yeah. That's
Sleepy
your name,
boy.
Sleepy Boy?
I'm Magpie, and we're recording a lot later than usual.
Yeah,
Yes.
it's 10:35 right now.
But yeah, we can make this work.
I'm sure it's fine.
It's fine. Would you like to introduce yourselves?
I'm Blackle, and I just spent the last 30 minutes 3D modeling all of us. And either you're going to see this at some point in the future, or it's gonna get filed away into the netherworld where no human eyes will see it ever again.
I vote for the second one.
Damn.
They scare me a little bit,
That's a
but
really-
also I love them.
That's a really big mouth.
That's how my mouth looks normally.
Okay, but now we've talked about them, so we kind of like have to
No, we
show
don't.
them now.
That's
not-
my that
That's
was
not
my
how it
plan
works.
all along.
That's how it works, right?
Anyway,
No,
they look horrifying. They look like a
They're
rejected
scary.
Wallace and Gromit cartoon.
they scare me very badly. Hi, I'm Joey. I stayed up all night reading Dr. Stone manga, and I went to work, and I was very tired, and it was a day. It was a day, y'all. That's all.
Hi, I'm Emma. I have news, but I feel like I should wait until we're in the news segment proper. So instead, I'm just gonna say, hey, it's my fault. It's my fault we're recording late because some stuff happened yesterday, but everything's fine.
There were
Yeah.
some cops outside today.
There was maybe I should talk about that. There's some cops outside today. So we also had to even I came home from work and I was like, okay, let's do because yes, my landlord called the police on some folks who were living in our parking lot, which I feel a little bad about, but they did apparently say to him, you can't tow our car if we're in it. Which I don't think is true, actually.
It doesn't strike me as true. I can't find the logical through line there.
It's true if you believe it.
All
I
right.
think if the tow truck man is big enough, you certainly can.
Maybe I don't know. Maybe if you're one of those people from my 600-pound life or whatever, and the tow truck physically can't move your car.
I wonder if it's like a legal thing, or they thought it was a legal thing. Like legally, you
Or
can't.
maybe they are headmasters, and if you
maybe
tried to tow their car, they would transform into the head of a giant robot that the rest of their car would form the body of.
Yeah, that's the real answer, actually.
That's how it works. So, I'm gonna get us right into it because oh god, I don't think we picked who was gonna pick an anime.
We sure
We
didn't.
sure
No, we
didn't.
super didn't.
Let's just
Alright,
hand
well-
the reins to Magpie today. You got something for us?
I do have
buddy?
some animes for us to watch.
Well, we'll figure that out in a moment. Let's
Figure it
let's
out.
get into the news, and I'll check our worksheets.
there's one. I have a piece of news today. I would have more, but there's a continually burning tire fire that we're just decided to collectively turn our eyes from at this
We
point.
cannot get back into it now.
No.
Um, but I do have slightly more, maybe perhaps more important news because we may have a bit of legal trouble soon.
Oh shit!
Because we may come into conflict with the rights holders to anime.
Anime in general, or
Yeah.
What does
yes.
this mean?
Yes.
Just
Anime in general.
generally.
Because because the copyright holder has come forward and begun to issue suits. Because we all know that Terrence Williams did invent anime in the 80s.
He
when he wrote, or as he calls it, his Renderman style, consisting of characters with large eyes and round features and a particular kind of hair,
Renderman.
which
Ren.
certain characters such as Bart Simpson or Goku could be considered infringements of. When he wrote his dissertation Project Stargate in the 80s, which includes a book called Naruto.
Oh my
And
god!
he is in fact bringing a lawsuit against at least like 15 plaintiffs in the state of Michigan in a court case that is being overseen by a former governor.
How
This
can this
is-
be?
This is the first time a news segment I think has rendered me completely actually speechless.
It is incredible. He has
Oh.
sued none of there are so many things wrong with this. It's just like, A, no you don't. B, even if you did, these are the wrong people to sue.
Yeah,
God.
this is
Because he sued like Patreon and Wix and a
What?
couple of
What?
other,
Why? What?
What?
Why?
and a couple of other like basically unrelated websites who have all filed for dismissal, and he is complicating matters because he is doing a thing called filing for what is it? It's like clarification of terms or something every time they file for dismissal, which has to do with pleadings and shit. But anyway, I learned about this because I happen to follow Leonard French, the internet's favorite copyright attorney, on YouTube. And he put out a great video yesterday about Mr. Williams and his claim on the medium that was invented 30 years before his birth. It's incredible. He
I don't even
doesn't
know how to process this information.
he doesn't seem to understand that anime predates the 80s.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
It is
Yeah.
it is real good.
He.
Yeah.
Well,
it's-
I think that I just want to announce that I am going to be what's it called? I'm also being sued by
Oh.
him for being anime, because I
Yeah.
am anime.
For just being an anime.
Being
you would
anime.
do that.
As
Yeah.
you know, you are Hatsune Miku.
Yeah.
I
Watashi
don't
wa
want to
Miku.
muscle in on your bit, but could I please read the list of the list
Please
of
do.
defendants?
Oh,
Yeah.
have you found it?
I found the list of defendants. Can I please read? He sued 3D Export, AliDropship.com, JC Penney, MindGeek, Original Frame, Patreon, Pinterest, Shopify, Sketchfab, Tumblr, TurboSquid, WikiHow, and Wix.
What?
Tumblr's fair though.
Yeah,
Tumblr
Tumblr's fair.
Yeah, Tumblr's
Turbo
fair.
Squid, WikiHow. Oh my god.
I mean,
Do you guys know what Turbo Squid is?
I have no idea.
It's a
It's like a
model.
really
It's like a
fast
3D model
cephalopod.
selling. No, it's a 3D model
Yes.
marketplace that people. sell
Yes,
3D
for
models at.
selling the 3D models. Yeah.
Yes.
Of anime.
Incredible. And
Mhm.
that's what I brought today because I
Yeah.
honestly I couldn't find anything else that
It's
was
really
related
special.
to the thing. So
The thing. Yeah, don't
That thing that
let's
we do
not mention the
a show
thing.
the overwhelming thing.
Yeah, if we don't want to mention it, or we might get sued.
We might get sued.
Oh my
Terrence Williams is
god.
gonna be on our ass over this podcast.
Yep.
So did
Wow.
both of you separately mention that you had news items? So I'll
Yeah,
open up the floor to you.
Go ahead, Emma.
Oh damn it! I had my finger on my nose, but you couldn't see
Oh.
it because this is an audio medium.
Uh-huh.
So my thing is not like news. It's just news to me. So have we talked about Baki the Grappler on this show before? Have we talked about Pickle?
Well,
and
I'm-
Never heard of
the-
this.
No, never.
Okay,
It's not as though like we named an episode a reference to Baki
you're right.
recently.
Baki
Listen.
characters, wasn't it?
Time is a fucking illusion, and I don't remember anything. But yes, Baki. Okay, so we talked about Baki the Grappler. I did not know until literally today that Baki the Grappler is written and illustrated by a man named Keisuke Itagaki. I did not know that Keisuke Itagaki was the father of Haru Itagaki, who wrote and illustrated Beastars.
What?
That's interesting, but I do have to stop you because I am almost certain that you actually did know that, and you had forgotten it in the period of time in between we talked about it and now. Because the last time we talked about Beastars, I mentioned offhandedly that the author is related to the author of Baki.
You did? I feel
didn't know
bad.
it.
I
No.
totally forgot that if we talked about it. Okay, guys, cut the segment out.
It is
Matthew, please.
And the
Okay.
episode just got a little shorter.
And yeah, so Matthew's gonna take all this out. Listen,
Yep,
I
thanks, Matthew.
apologize for retreading old ground. There is only so much space in my brain, and most of it is full of the Japanese language and incidental Transformers characters. So some things are bound to fall by the wayside. Joey, please
Fine.
take it away, please. God, please help me.
So, my news segment is that Crunchyroll had 2020 Anime Awards this week.
Oh, did they?
Yeah.
What did they pick?
I'm afraid.
Okay. So, Magpie, you will be happy to hear that the winner of, let's see, Best Couple, Best Ending Sequence, and Best Comedy all went to Kaguya.
You damn right it did.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Let's see.
What's Kaguya?
Best.
You know what
Kaguya-sama,
Kaguya is.
Love
We
is
talked about
War.
this
We
last
talked about this
episode.
oh so often.
It's listen, how can any of us be expected to fucking remember anything that we ever say on this podcast? Kaguya was the thing that Magpie talked about last time that he really likes about the two geniuses who are trying to trick each other into confessing their love for each other.
Oh,
Yeah.
you should have just said the Genus anime.
It's funny.
Ew.
The fucking Genus, you know?
The
intelligence? Yeah.
So, let's see. Best fight scene. Best boy. Best.
Well, who's the best boy?
The best boy apparently is fucking
Kaguya
Tanjiro
himself.
from Demon Slayer.
I guess. I mean,
They
yeah,
also
sure.
gave. They also gave Demon Slayer Anime of the Year. So
What?
I just.
yeah,
I mean,
it's
very
wouldn't have
pretty.
been my pick, but it's. I'm
don't
sure it's
understand.
fine.
It's very
I
pretty.
just-
Dr. Stone is right here.
Yeah, that's true. Okay, Dr. Stone did get Best Protagonist.
I don't know that that's true.
Which one of them is the protagonist?
Most of these other ones are stuff that I don't know. Like, I don't know what Shield Hero is. I don't know what,
It's a hero with a shield.
I know what Shield Hero is.
The Promised Neverland, Vinland Saga. Those
Oh,
are some of the
yeah.
other winners.
That's popular shit that we don't watch.
Yeah, it's popular shit that we've never watched. But
But
yeah.
I've heard of Promised Neverland and Vinland Saga. Vinland
I've
Saga
heard
is
of
about
them.
Vikings.
Yeah, it seems fine. But yeah, Anime Awards. That was some of the highlights, I guess.
I guess.
That's all I have. Oh, I guess the other thing is that I just heard that Castlevania Season 3 is coming out soon,
Yes, it is.
Yes.
which I'm very excited about because I finally sat down and watched the first 2 seasons
Nice.
within the past week. So I was like, when's the next one coming out? And they're like, March 5th. And I'm like, that's close!
Yay.
It is not technically an anime, but it does get brought up a lot because my husband actually is in it. My husband, Trevor, is
Yeah.
It's
he has a recurring role.
And
It's
Yeah.
an unhealthy level. Trevor Belmont thirst.
Oh, Trevor's good boy.
There
I
is
am
no
more of
unhealthy
a
level.
I'm more of a Alucard thirster myself,
Naturally.
but understandable. Yeah,
Also, it's totally an anime. I
it's
don't give a
anime
shit.
adjacent.
I don't give a shit where it was made. Avatar is an anime.
Yeah,
Fight
I
me.
mean it's
Okay,
designed
hi.
after
This is no. Hang
the
on. Stop the
Castlevania
fucking
games,
podcast,
which
please.
anime adjacent.
Anime.
Gumby was an anime.
I'm not. I'm gonna lose it. It's not anime. It's our podcast is about this. We should all know that anime specifically refers to Japanese animation. I'm gonna mail myself to you and break your neck.
Anime is a
It's
French
anime
word.
adjacent. It's fine.
You're a French word.
Magpie.
Okay.
Anyway,
Can we let's
Sorry.
watch something
That's real
before
snappy.
Emma dies.
I'm gonna cut
I
that
think that we
out.
should watch. I think that we should watch the best anime. We need to watch Shrek right now.
It's not. I'm
No.
just. Let's. Okay. Who's picking this week?
I am, I guess.
I got one. If you want, Black will
Vote for
pick.
Magpie. Vote for Magpie.
Really?
I won't pick something that's gonna give us psychic damage. Okay.
I don't know that I can trust that.
I vote for Magpie because you just suggested we watch Shrek. So
I was joking about Shrek.
it's
I was
I don't-
joking.
What if you have
if you
found it
weren't?
though? What if you're about to spring on us like we're gonna watch the Shranime?
We're
And
gonna
we're like, what's that?
watch Shrek for the OVA.
Listen, you're just
like,
delaying the
my
inevitable
baby
then."
cousin recommended this to me because it will kill you.
yeah.
All right,
You're just delaying the inevitable.
all right.
because-
I tire of this bit. I have an anime. Let's watch it.
All right.
Today, since I did bother to go and find it before we started the episode, but today we will be watching a show called Love is Like a Cocktail because it's February.
Nice.
Oh, yeah, it is, isn't it? Happy
It is.
Valentine's.
It is February. And last time we watched Monogatari, I believe.
I
which,
watched more of it. Is good.
I have watched up to episode 6, which is a thing
I've
I
watched
did
up
not
to
do.
episode 12.
Are
And,
they still not know that each other is into each
No, they got
I'd-
together in like episode 3.
Oh, thank God.
Oh.
It's fine. Yeah, it's fine.
It's good. It's very good.
They spend a lot of time being very cute.
Takeo Gura is the strongest dude with the most unbreakable back, but he'd break it for love.
Yes.
Wow. That was beautiful.
You guys like camaraderie? Who cares? Let's watch an anime. All right, we're back, and hell is empty, and the devils are all here because look at that timestamp. Look at that timestamp on that show.
Magpie did it again.
I
I
will
did it
remind-
again, audience.
I will remind the audience that I did not select this boy as a professional wizard.
I remember it differently because I wasn't there.
I remember you selecting a different
Listen.
anime that is only 3 minutes long.
I did do it on this boy as a professional. I was the first one, and I wasn't the last one. That's all I'm saying.
That's fair.
All right, now that we got that out of the way, I did some research. I wanted to kind of understand why this keeps happening. I don't know why Crunchyroll picks these up, but I have a pretty good idea of why they're made,
Mm-hmm.
which
Okay.
is
Enlighten us.
usually it's either to advertise a product, like to hype something up like a visual novel or something,
Mm-hmm.
or B, it's because they're adaptations of 4 Coma and they just air in like the morning or the awkward slots where people are just getting back from work or going to work or whatever,
Sure.
and it's like reading a comic strip while you eat your breakfast.
Yes.
Bite-sized.
While you run past your mother and cram a piece of toast in your mouth and run outside.
For the uninitiated, for coma. Hi, learning Japanese with Emma. For coma or yon coma is a style of Japanese comic that just has 4 panels. That's literally, it just means coma is panel or frame, and yon is 4, and it just. But it also kind of implies a genre. There's sort of like a Japanese, there's sort of a zeitgeist to 4 coma comics where like they're all sort of like just goofy, sweet little slice of life things. Although Pop Team Epic is also one.
Pop Team Epic is one, and it's a very goofy, sweet slice of life.
I think so.
4 coma is not 4 coma is not a genre. It's an idea.
Okay.
Hell yeah.
Anyway, this
it's
one
a symbol, and you can't shoot a symbol. Right. I'm okay.
Well, this one's okay, I guess.
I hated it.
You hated it?
Really?
I hated this so much.
Why do you? What? What's going on?
Let me explain this to you.
Okay.
I hated it, and I can understand how someone else would like it. That's fine. I hated it because it's completely I do not understand it because I'm a teetotaler. I don't drink alcohol. So an anime about this girl like coming home to her husband and immediately getting drunk is just so weird to me.
Hi, is there no pleasing you? Last week you were complaining about how much you hate will they or won't they stuff, and now we have a cute, sweet, slice of life anime about an established couple who love each other very much and care for each other and know each other's needs, and you hate it?
I hate it because taking care of her needs involves just like, yeah, I'll get you a cocktail. This was a bimbofication anime. I'm sorry, it's true.
Oh,
You're
I
not
would
wrong.
argue. I would argue the exact opposite, Flackle.
Okay. Argue then. Go.
I believe that when she goes to work, she unbimbos.
Holy shit. Galaxy brain right there.
And her husband is just trying to get her to relax.
Oh,
I mean,
what
that's
freaked me out
true.
was the phrase some people can't be themselves without alcohol, and I'm like, that's scary.
To be fair, I don't think she's actually getting that drunk because like the drinks that they're serving
Are vastly underpowered.
extremely.
Yes.
Yeah.
And some of them didn't even have alcohol.
But she still acted drunk after
She still
drinking them.
acted a
Yes.
little.
Because he tricked her.
Yeah.
Is the gazebo effect.
Because he did not think that she
What
should
the
be
fuck's
fucking.
the gazebo effect?
It was a joke. It was like me pretending that I don't know what placebo is, but I do because I'm extremely fucking smart.
I get it. I get it, Emma. That makes sense. I get it. I'm sorry. I'm the fool.
No, it's okay.
I
I one of the like sort of hallmarks of our fucking comedy anime podcast is having to explain our own jokes.
This is excruciating.
I thought this is a real thing. I thought it was like, oh, the gazebo effect. Is that like an actual?
Michael, I am dying.
I don't know.
dying.
I cannot.
It could have been. It could have been like, I don't know. They might not have that in Canada.
So
I can't be sure about my knowledge, okay? Because I do not experience your consensus reality.
Anyway, what did everybody with opinions think about this show?
I thought it was a fetish anime.
It was fine.
I'm convinced it was a fetish anime.
No, fuck
It's not
off.
fetish anime. It was very cute. It was very sweet. The lemon guy scared me.
The lemon
Yeah, he's a
scared
weird
me.
mascot.
I want to
lemon.
know what. Okay. I think something I should say is I disrespected this anime. I disrespected the fuck out of this anime, and I'll tell you why. And when I say why, I think everyone's just gonna scream. But I watched this anime at 2x speed.
Oh
No,
my
you
god.
didn't.
It's
to
a
get through it.
3-minute anime, you
I'm
goddamn
3 minutes.
animal.
I wanted to get through it. I was like, I can't last any more of this. I can't deal with this fucking anime. I just need to get to episode 5 and just.
It's completely fucking normal. What's wrong with you?
I don't. This anime freaked me out. Okay, it was like. It was like.
I would
I think
argue-
I think the episode. I think it started like. Okay, listen. Here's where I'm coming from. Got to maybe like episode 2, and it's like the first episode was like, okay, like I guess this is like a bartender anime or whatever. And then it like when it showed that they were married, then I was like, oh, that's kind of sweet. And then the second episode is like she's drinking in the afternoon, and I was like, oh,
Doing a little,
Pot.
doing a little day drinking. But besides that, no, the anime isn't important anymore. What's important is I want to know what you are. Are you one of the aliens from fucking Signs?
Stop.
Yeah.
Stop the fucking podcast. I'm getting a psychic nosebleed. I don't. How can
Guys.
this be?
How can this be?
guys, I'm sorry, alcohol makes me very uncomfortable.
It's just alcohol. You don't have to have it. But
I know I don't have to have it, but
I-
other people being drunk makes me uncomfortable.
I
no,
similarly have such hangups on account of some things that are, I would say, not fun to talk about on our fun anime comedy podcast. But
Yes.
I think that overall, this is just a sort of simple, sweet slice of life thing, also combined with a recipe show. And I had a good time. Am I the world's biggest love is like a cocktail stand in the world now? No, but
who is?
I can we get them on the
wanna know.
podcast?
I
Can we
talk.
say
I
it?
can't.
Interview them.
I cannot recognize goodness in this anime. I'm sorry.
It's
It was
Kenichi
really
Watanabe.
weird. It was really weird.
It was completely normal.
It was like, okay, like, here's my argument. Like, these are some of the most normal anime characters we've ever seen.
Really?
are-
No.
Like,
They are
They are.
completely normal human
They're
beings.
the
These are
only
normal-
they're
What?
maybe the only normal characters featured on our podcast.
The most surprising thing about them is that they're ostensibly Japanese and the girl is blonde-haired and blue-eyed.
right.
That's that's the most shot. They're married. They go to work. Well, she goes to work. I assume he's like a house husband or something. He does chores. He
I
wears
am-
an apron. He spends a lot of time. He dedicates a lot of his time for whatever reason to getting his hot wife soused when she wants to.
That. I don't know. I think okay. This could be. I know Black Hole's wrong again, part 2, but
Part
Part,
2?
part
3.
1 million.
4, 5,
Or
yeah,
whatever.
12.
I don't know. This was really strange to me. I got a weird vibe from it, and I mean, okay, credit to the anime. I thought it was gonna go even worse than I thought because in the last episode, I was like, oh, she was like, I can't drink because I have to do a thing, and I thought like he was gonna be like. I thought she was gonna be like really like down in the because it showed her like down in the dumps. She like was like she had the red shadow, I mean the blue shadow over her forehead, meaning that she was tired and exhausted. And I thought he was gonna offer her a drink, like here, have this alcohol just to like bring you back
Just
from
to
the
take the
dead,
edge off.
just to take the edge off. And I was like, that would have been really yikes. I don't know. I wrote down in here is like, is their relationship alcohol based? Because that can't be healthy.
It's not. It's just cocktail based, and
Here's
cocktails
the
don't
other thing.
necessarily have to have booze in them.
Yeah, the other thing is that, like, when they're showing these segments, we can't assume that this is every single day of their life. Like,
That's fair.
this is just the moments where they're they just happen to be incidentally having either drinks or he
So it-
makes lots of food. He's a very nice guy. He's just like
He's a
very
little weird
creative.
in that how like he's just generally very, very even.
Mhm.
yeah.
He
There's
is
not a
He's a
corner.
very
There's not a corner on the man.
he's a very gentle, soft-edged, and even-toned man who.
Yeah.
Am I imagining?
That's-
Did he open his eyes at any point?
Don't remember.
He has no personality other than the fact that he's basically a bartender.
He loves his wife.
He has one personality trait, and it's love his wife, and that's the only one that he needs.
It's fine. It's fine.
Oh my god, I'm sorry I have to hate this one, guys, but this anime was just concentrated stuff that makes me skip things.
I don't even understand. Like, let's put it this way: I don't love this show. I don't know where you're summoning this depth of emotion from about this thing, because
I'm projecting apparently.
There's only
just
3
pretty
minutes
bland.
of material there.
Yeah.
No, we watched the first 5 episodes. It's more than 3 minutes.
Yeah, but
barely.
you watched at 2 speeds, so
That's
think
true.
the most- Yeah. Anyway, I
Get
think
her
the
ass,
biggest.
Joey.
I think my favorite part of this anime was the lemon guys.
The lemon
I like-
guys.
The
I
worst
thought the
weird
lemon
little
guy who
bike.
said. I thought the lemon guy who said "I'm flying" was really funny.
Okay,
What?
it was a gag.
I liked the episode where she's like, "Rest with me," and he's like, "I just need to do chores. Let him do chores.
Like, our laundry is on the balcony and it is raining.
It's raining."
She's just
She's
like,
like,
you. She's like,
"No."
you did this, idiot.
That
Not
sounds like
fine.
a you problem. Snuggle me. I had no problems with the anime. It made me very happy to watch.
It was complete. It was just normal. It
I
was.
liked-
Fine.
I liked
was-
all the recipes.
It was
The
a straight
recipes
line.
were fun. Hey, I do take what's the word? I do need to we need to discuss the last drink.
You-
We very badly need to discuss it because
Okay.
the recipe was a whole banana in milk
They
Yeah.
just.
with honey and jam.
Yep.
I think you're supposed
eat
to
it.
blend it.
No. Just dip it in. Just lay a banana in there. Slice it
They
up.
didn't clarify anything, and
Don't
it
slice
scared
it up.
me.
Just put a whole ass banana.
Just curl a banana as best you can into your cup.
Just try
And
to
let it-
squish it in there. Maybe use your fists if you need to.
Coil
Just
it like a
smush it
snake.
down in there.
Let it, and then just let it suffuse on the counter for 5 hours.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Oh, I hate it.
Oh my
Like-
God.
Like you're steeping some tea.
Yeah, but you're
Fuck.
steeping
Get
your
your-
nana.
Get your nana all wet in there.
I love
You
me a
need
good-
damp nana.
I love me a
I'm going
good
to
steeped
kill
nanner.
everyone. I'm gonna kill everyone.
Damp
Murder.
nana.
Oh.
Damp Nana is the name of my new production house.
Damp
Can't
Nana
be.
is what my grandmother was before she passed. Rest in peace, you beautiful old slut. I love you, Mamu.
Soggy
Anyway.
nanas are us.
Soggy Nana. What the
Okay.
fuck is this podcast?
How
yo?
long have we been running? How long have we been running? This is a fucking disaster.
We've been running only slightly longer than the total amount of episode that we watched.
Yeah.
I
I
think
mean-
did we mention to the audience that we had to watch 5 episodes to make up for the fact that it was only 3 minutes?
Yeah,
I think in passing.
I think in passing. We watched about 15 minutes of footage total.
Mm-hmm.
So not
Ma-
even a full episode's worth still. But
Yeah, if
10
we-
episodes would have been like almost the whole thing.
Yeah, if we
Yeah,
watched,
that point.
if we watched a full 22 minutes, I don't know, Blackwell would have died or something.
I don't know. I would have just put it on 3 times speed.
oh my
Just
god,
been
at that
rendered,
point,
just been rendered like fucking a vegetable by this completely
you-
innocuous.
Turned into
3-minute
one of the
show.
lemon guys.
yeah, that's where they come from.
It's like-
Actually, that's how they're born.
Yeah. Horrible gremlins who don't like fun like I get turned into lemon people to save all the other people.
It's so fascinating to me because like I can't summon anything. Like I can't summon any strong emotion about this show. It's like
I
if
think
I
this is
discovered
just-
somebody was allergic to like salt.
Right.
This
Okay, I'm sorry. I think this is entirely based on my own hangups.
Maybe.
And
You gotta
And,
accept. You gotta just accept that no, you don't have to imbibe, but sometimes other people in the world will be drunk. Somebody's drunk right now.
Sometimes they do have to. The recording, if I may be candid, the recording
God,
of
I
this
wish I
episode.
was drunk right now.
Right.
The
Right.
if I may be candid, the recording of this episode, I was like mostly neutral on the watching of this anime, and the recording of the episode afterwards has driven me directly into its big warm arms, and I'm bloodthirsty and feral, and if you don't get away, I'm gonna eat your fingers.
Oh.
are you love is like a cocktail stand now?
Yes, and moreover, a guard dog.
Oh.
Oh.
Oh
It
my
is
God.
bad that
God bless you, Emma.
Thank you.
Persona
It is-
assigned.
bad that like I've recently been like, I don't know if I really enjoy alcohol because of personal reasons that I won't get into.
Mhm.
This show did make me like,
Drinky.
I could go for a little one of those.
I also,
But
Yeah.
to be fair, they're also very weak drinks, and
it's true.
it would be fine.
I really
This is-
want the
This is true. These drinks are like the equivalent of like a thimble full of white wine for me.
Yeah,
So
you might as well be drinking just.
This is
to-
yeah.
this is like the fucking person at a perfume counter spraying me as I go by.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like just like smelling a grape to Magpie. It's like
Right.
there's nothing in this.
It's like
Oh my
I cannot
God.
fit enough of this cocktail into my body to make me drunk.
I shit 5% alcohol content.
God.
I really want the Cinderella cocktail, the one that is just pineapple juice with a little bit of also lemon and lime juice.
Did look yummy.
It's just some juice.
It's
It
just some
sounds yummy.
juice.
It's just
I
some
want
juice.
juice.
It's 99% natural fruit juice and 1% lies.
Damn.
I would drink the non-alcoholic ones actually.
Hmm. Do you
Of
want the
course.
banana
The
milk
banana
one?
milk.
I
I
don't know
actually
about
do
that
want
one.
the banana milk one.
Well, actually, I do drink smoothies that have like banana and like yogurt, so I think it wouldn't be too far from that.
What is a smoothie if not banana milk?
I guess.
The banana
I
milk of
guess.
the soul.
I wouldn't mind
The
having
long dark banana milk of the soul.
I wouldn't mind having that orange breeze. That looks
That's
alright.
the one I wrote down too. I said
course,
orange
I-
breeze.
I
Probably
don't know where I'm
yummy.
gonna buy aged sake in the States though. So.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's fun though. It's like a Japanese screwdriver.
Mhm.
Megs, you just have to get just regular sake and just put in an old sock and leave it there.
Don't think
For a
that's how it
while.
works.
I
What
think
was the
that is
first-
how it works. I'm an
what was the-
expert.
What was the first drink they had? It was the plum split, wasn't
The
it?
plum
Yeah.
thing,
Plum.
yeah.
You can really taste the plum.
Why do you like this? Jesus.
Oh.
I'm sorry. I am an alien. I'm sorry.
We just can't enjoy some plum wine in peace.
Can't have nice things.
Have a little
I just thought the
Meshu.
way that she said that you could really taste the plum was very funny.
It's like you can't well, yeah, it is in the name.
Man, hopefully you could taste the plum.
I would hope so.
It was funny that she would take like one sip and then 2 seconds later she would be drunk.
It's a
Quote,
ritual.
unquote.
She has to, it's a ritual. She has to take her scrunchie out and take her glasses off, and
Take
then
her
she's
glasses
drunk.
And then
off.
she gets all
Gets
what's
all
the word? Then
blushy.
her face gets all blushy and then she like
She
starts talking all weird.
She
turns
activates
into
drunk mode.
she
That's
turns
why I
into
said it was-
Sailor Blue Moon.
Ah,
Ah, that's dumb.
Emma.
Thank you.
It was
Thank
good.
you, everybody.
A little orange peel.
That's why I
Alright.
said it was a biblification anime. It was because she
Oh.
takes her glasses off and gets all blushy and then also talks really weird.
No,
It's
I
Sailor
agree
Moon.
with I agree with the other take that
Yes.
it's a reverse. But
Yeah, that is a good take, actually.
hey, is anyone gonna watch more of this?
Yeah,
I
I'll
mean-
watch more.
I mean, fuck, we could just knock it out.
There's not
Are you
that much
kidding?
left.
I'm
Blackle
going
can
to
watch it at
sleep
4
after
times
this.
speed and vomit.
Just from the fucking G-force.
Like I just go to cryo sleep, and I'm like, and I've got the bends.
You just keep hitting the speed up button until you start seeing spots.
Yeah, that's what I'll do.
Incredible.
Oh my lord.
God,
Love
do we
is
have
like
an
a
email?
cocktail.
Does anybody have a handle on the email, or should I go get it?
Oh,
I'll
man.
check it. You know?
Has there any?
Been a
Have we
while.
ever watched an anime where I was like, I like this, and everyone else was like, it sucks?
I can't remember.
Or do I
Probably.
just like hate things?
You've liked a couple of them.
You like Tales of
yeah,
Little
the one-
Women, didn't you?
No, I didn't.
I don't think we hated it. I just think we were all
No,
just
it's
deeply,
true.
deeply confused by it.
I remember the anime that I liked. I liked the one that was like the wives.
Oh
The
yeah,
demon
that
wives.
one.
Oh yeah,
That was the one where it was
That
like,
was
I love
also a
this, and everyone
short-
was like, this is weird.
it was also the short
I
episodes.
mean, it was weird, but I did like
was
it
weird.
too. So
Okay.
I was pretty neutral on it.
I don't think I was here for that one. Was that one Jingai-san or whatever?
Yeah.
Yeah.
that was the one with the big ferret monster that eats concrete.
I
It
love
was
that
mostly
ferret
just
monster.
weird.
That sounds like a very Studio Ghibli concept.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Oh,
We don't have any emails. I mean, we have some like canned Twitter emails that just like you know the ones, but we don't have anything fun to talk about in our email. If you'd like to give us something fun to talk about, you can
Please.
send us an email at oneepisodecast@gmail.com.
that's one the word, not the number.
It's good. It's a good read.
Yep.
I think we got it.
Yep.
Clack.
You can also follow us on Twitter if you want to do that.
Our Twitter is bumping.
We
got a
tweet
bunch
some
of-
shit.
It's got a bunch of terrible anime shit posts on it now.
Yeah. Please follow us.
Please.
For shit posts.
Please.
Please, it's just us in here.
It's just
Blaze.
It's so lonely.
so lonely.
Wasn't me baby so cold, Justin?
Oh,
That's
man.
also one episode cast at one episode cast.
Yes,
Dot-
I
it's one.
said that weird, but
At one
Word.
episode.
It's one. The word, not the number.
one word, not the number. Go listen to Inhuman Anime Girl Sounds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tweeted.
That one's good.
It's good.
Are we done?
I
We're
think
gonna
we're
break.
done.
We're gonna break for another plum split. Maybe a good old milk nanner.
Yeah, milk
Mhm.
nanner. Soggy nanner.
Soggy
Oh,
nanner.
the soggy nanner. I used to drink at the soggy nanner.